Welcome everyone in this new video, the live development about building an auto chess game. In this video we're going to package the project, to do a quick package to see if our logic works. So if you want to package, you go to File, Package Project, Windows 64 bytes, and it's going to ask you where you want to build. I build in some place on my desktop. We don't care about that. But the thing is, so do this if you want and pause the video while you're building. So I've already went ahead and built, and there's actually an issue when you build. When you create a game, you don't have any. So this was the bug we previously had. You don't have any player entry in the multiplayer lobby. So I went ahead and did some kind of debugging, and I found out that the problem relied on the fact that the initialization was happening so fast that when we reached that spot in our outgame player controller, we were actually trying to add player entries to our multiplayer lobby, and the outgame menu did not spawn yet. So that's where the bug comes from. And I think, and maybe we can do it that way. I'm not sure. First creating the menu outgame and then running the player state verifications. So if we package, it's going to take a quick time, I suppose. So is it going to do the trick? Because what are we doing here? Yeah, we are making sure we are readying our own. Oh, okay, no, I cannot. I don't want to save during packaging. So that's for our own player state. Well, we'll see if it works or not. So in our test build, we have false written. That's whether or not the HUD is created, and so it didn't work. So it's not surprising. I thought it would work, but actually not, because that's only our own player states. That's not the other player states which we are checking. So we can't know for sure if this is ready. And I think we can do it a simple way. So we are creating this in here. So we need a way to store the waiting players, and I think that's quite easy actually. So we're just going to promote that to a variable, delete that variable, make that an array, pending joined players. We're going to add that here like this. So if it's not valid, if this is not valid, if the outgame menu ref is not valid, we are going to make that a function. So get player name, we're going to plug that in here, and we also want to check if it's a local player in here. So if the outgame menu ref is not valid, we're going to put that in here and use that pin like this. So we want all of this in a function called create player entry, and this is going to be for player states like this. So what do we want to do here? We want to say that if we don't have an outgame menu ref yet, we want to add the player to our pending joined player, and in our event graph in here we want to check if we are if we have some pending joint player, and if we do for each of them, we want to create player entry like this, and we want to clear that. Oh, no, we don't want to clear that. Well, actually it doesn't matter, we do want to clear that. So I think this is gonna work in package mode now. You always want, you often want to start a little packaging session, because you want to try out if the last feature you built is working in standalone, because sometimes you have discrepancies in behaviors. So I don't want to save once again. So I think that's going to work right away. So what if we run our test build once more? We have our entry, and if we start another one, we're going to find games. We're going to join that game. We have our entries, we can set ready. Does the other guy sees that I'm ready? Yeah, he sees it, and then I press ready here as well, and we are sent into the game. So it seems to work in standalone, so we are quite happy about that. So yeah, sometimes Unreal bugs and doesn't want to, so you have doesn't want to be maximized, so you have to trick it. So seems to be working fine in standalone. We removed kind of some of the crappy logic we built during our crazy development evening and nights of yesterday. So I think we are quite happy about how it goes. So we can safely wrap up that video and call it over. And I hope it pleased you, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.